Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today I'm going to share with you some of my all-time favorite multitasking products, everything from makeup products to tools, and I love a good multitasking product. I feel like I'm getting a lot of bang for my buck when I can use one item in multiple ways. So whether you're packing for a trip, you're on a budget, or you're just trying to simplify your beauty routine, I'm going to share with you some of my all-time favorite multitasking products, so let's get started. Let's begin with some tools. I have 3 brushes here to recommend for you. They are all face brushes. I do think that face brushes are just easier to multitask. First, I want to talk about the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. I feel like everybody on YouTube has talked about this brush at some point, and it's just such a useful little tool. This has duo fiber bristles, and it is flexible and soft, but it's sturdy enough to apply cream products well. I really like to use this to apply my cream blush, but you could use it for cream contour. You could also use it for powder blush. I like to use a duo fiber stipple brush like this for shimmery blushes, especially if I'm layering them. You can also use this to apply your foundation, and I just think that for such an inexpensive brush, I believe this is a $3 brush, might be $6. Either way, it's a really inexpensive brush, and I get tons of use out of it. Now let's talk about the Real Techniques Multitask Cheek Brush. I know I've spoken about this in past videos, and I believe that this is only available as a part of the Multitask set. I'm not sure, I'll link it below for you. This little brush is so useful. It's just the perfect size, the perfect shape. It's so soft, just like all Real Techniques brushes are. And I really like the tapered end. I can set my under eye concealer. I can do like a soft contour. You could bronze with it, you can blush with it, you can highlight with it. You can really just do any sort of powder product application with this little brush. The last brush that I want to tell you about is the 141S from MAC. This did release recently as part of their Next to Nothing line, and I have just fallen so in love with this brush. I would never think that this would be a good foundation brush, but I definitely love to apply my foundation with this. I also find it useful for other cream products like cream contour. You could even do cream blush with this if you're in a pinch, but this works well with powder products as well. I can bronze and contour with this. I mean, you could even highlight with it. I just think that this shape is so unique. Again, the bristles are really densely packed, but very soft. I keep finding different ways to use this brush in my makeup routine, and I highly recommend it. If you're gonna invest in a MAC brush, this is a great one. Who didn't see this coming? This is MAC Fix Plus. If you know me at all, you know that I'm basically obsessed with MAC Fix Plus. I think this is so useful. You can use it to prep your skin before you apply makeup. You can use it on top of your powders to kind of set down any powderiness. You can use it to foil your eyeshadows. You can use it to shower and drink. I'm just kidding, don't do that. Spray a little Fix Plus on your face after you apply your highlight or your shimmery blush, and this will just intensify that shine. I also use this just as a refresher throughout the day. There's nothing this stuff can't do. If you don't have Fix Plus, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I absolutely love it. I recommend it to everyone. There's nothing else for me to say. Fix Plus is life. Something else that I would almost put on par with Fix Plus with my obsession for it is the Maracuja oil from Tarte. I don't talk about this one as much on my channel, but this is something that is a part of my daily routine. I use this as a moisturizer. I use it to remove my matte lipsticks. I also use it on my fingers, like around my nails after I use nail polish remover to revitalize. You know how you get just so dry and cracked around your nails when you use nail polish remover? Maybe it's just me. You can use this on your body as a body moisturizer as well. I absolutely love this. I buy the big bottle because I use it so frequently. This stuff is awesome. If you're interested in beauty oils, highly recommend the Tarte Maracuja oil. It's so incredibly useful. Now we're getting into the makeup, and the first makeup item that I want to talk about is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I know that this doesn't seem like it would be a multitasking product because it is kind of advertised as a primer. And you can definitely use this as a primer. I really like to mix this in with my foundation to add a little bit of glow. You can also just wear this on its own on a no makeup day just to add some radiance to your skin. You can use it as a liquid highlighter. I like to use this on my body, like put a little bit on my shoulders and on my collarbone just for, you know, that summery, glowy goodness.
You don't believe me? Watch me. Have a little on your collarbone, put a little bit on your shoulder.
See what I'm saying? If you really wanted to, you could use a little bit of this on your finger and put it on your eyes as well for like a shimmery cream shadow. I haven't tried that, but I would. Something like this definitely earns its price tag when you realize how much you can actually use this in different ways. This one is pretty obvious. This is the multi-stick from Bite Beauty. I have the shade Cashew, and I actually did a whole video using this on my eyes, my cheeks, and my lips. So I won't go on too much about this. If you want to check out that video, I'll link it below for you so that you can see this really in action, being used in many ways. But I love this product. I think the formulation's perfect to use on different areas of the face, and I'm a huge fan. This is actually the product that inspired me to do this video. I have no idea why more people don't talk about these. This is the NYX Wonder Stick. These things are so incredible and so useful. As you can tell, like, I've used mine to death. Look how small they are. These are just little nude shade pencils, and I know that seems like a super boring item. However, you have no idea how useful these have been to me. You can use them as a nude eyeliner. You can use them as an eyeshadow base. You could use them to like spot conceal if you have blemishes. These are also really great if you want to do a cut crease eye look. The little pencil is so easy to kind of carve out that space on your lid. You can also use these to define your brows. And my absolute favorite way to use these is after applying a dark lip color, particularly like a liquid lipstick. I'll use these to go around my lip line and just make that lip line really perfect and crisp. And if I'm wearing a dark liquid lipstick out to an event or out on a date or something like that, I take these in my purse so that I can touch up and just make sure that my lips look really polished all night long. I can't say enough good things about these. These are an absolute must. Again, a really inexpensive drugstore product that I get tons and tons of use out of. Highly recommend. I feel like everyone on YouTube should be talking about how great these are. This might be kind of cheating, but I really felt like I needed to include a face palette in this video. My absolute favorite face palette of the moment, possibly of all time, I know that's a bold statement, is this Pirates of the Caribbean Cheek Palette by Lorac. I absolutely love this. I've gotten so much use out of it. Whenever I travel, I take it with me because I have bronzer, blush, a blush topper, highlighters, and I can do an entire eyeshadow look with this as well. And it's so compact, it's so travel friendly. It has a really nice size mirror. I know that this particular palette won't work for everyone because this is geared more towards light to medium skin tones. However, any face palette you find that has shades that work for you, as long as it has bronzer, blush, and highlighter, that is a perfect product to have with you. It's perfect for travel. It's a great way to kind of simplify your routine as well because you can just pull out this one palette instead of a bunch of different compacts. I was never a huge face palette person until this came along. This has totally converted me. I hope it's still available. I'm pretty sure you can still find this at Ulta. I love this so much, so much. Again, I have a whole video about this Pirates of the Caribbean collection, so I'll link that below as well so that you can see swatches and see more about this palette. So when you're done watching this video, you can go check that one out. The last item that I want to talk about probably seems super boring, but this is an absolute must-have multitasking product. For me, it is a matte dark brown eyeshadow. I know you're like, what? How can you multitask this? Trust me, this is one of the most useful makeup items you have on your vanity. Obviously, you can use it as an eyeshadow. I like to put it on an angled brush and wet the brush a little bit and use it as an eyeliner. You can also use this as a brow powder. So if you're like me and you have really kind of dark eyebrows, then you can use your dark brown matte shadow as a brow powder. You can even mix it with a brow wax and use it as a pomade. For something so simple, it's just so useful. Just in general, multitasking your eyeshadows is a great way to get more use out of them. You can use eyeshadows as bronzer, as blush, as highlighter. You can use them to contour. You can use them as eyeliners. You can even use them to mattify your lipsticks. There's just an endless list of things you can do with eyeshadows, and I think that a nice matte dark brown eyeshadow is one of the most useful out there. So that's it for today's video. I would love to hear what your favorite multitasking products are so that I can add them to my list. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I'm so thirsty, but I'm wearing lip gloss, so I'm like trying so hard not to drink this Coke Zero and mess up my lip gloss, but I'm thirsty. This is Snap. It's the Tarte Glossy Lip Paint in Snap. Just FYI. In case you were wondering. I couldn't resist. Blah, 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 blah. Huh? Like a shimmery blush. Blah, blah, blah.
This stuff right here.
Why am I so awkward? Help. This mascara though, it's pretty nice. I know that this is hey, is the rock I can't say it. Why can't I say it? La Rock. It's not hard. That's not true. Okay, that's enough. Stop talking. Bye. Bye.